what is the current state of hair transplantation? In short, it's very good. But to say very good, you have to understand the evolution. And the evolution goes back to using really large punches, meaning cylindrical grafts of 20 hairs taken from the back of the scalp and put into the balding areas, which yielded really unnatural results. And then over time, those larger grafts became a little smaller. And then what happened was strips of scalp were cut out of the back of the head, closed with sutures, and those were cut into even finer grafts. Well, now what's done is the back of the head is shaved, and individual units, groupings of 1, 2, or 3 hairs, are removed with tiny little punches and placed through a needle stick into the areas that are balding. When the donor site, the area where the grafts are taken from, heals over, they're virtually invisible. So you don't have to worry about scars back there or thinning that you used to. The hair grows in a very natural way where it's placed, so it doesn't look clumpy. It doesn't have the doll's head look that it used to. So the actual technique has been refined to a point that I think it's excellent. And I've been doing hair restoration for people since the early 1990s. That's a long time. I'm really comfortable doing it for people now in the sense that there's certain things I can say about it, one of which is really natural. Now, it doesn't mean everyone's a good candidate. You have to have a certain degree of hair loss. It has to be in certain places. You have to have a certain donor hair density. All these things come into play, so not everyone's a good candidate. It's also based upon expectation. You can't have an expectation unless you have a tiny bit of hair loss of what I call prom hair. You know, all guys want, and I mean women too, want the hair they had when they were 16, and we do a lot of hair restoration work for women. It's not going to happen. The goal has to be different. You have to understand what it can and what it can't do. So I love hair restoration at this point, especially since I've been through the evolution for 20 years. And I think it's come so far, but most importantly, I have to make sure I match the procedure with the right patient so I can make them happy.